Hello and welcome back to another video. Today it is Atlas versus Odin, the ruler of the Norse pantheon, or the Norse, or of Asgard, really. So, let's just get straight into this. Intelligence. Odin, again, Odin is significantly, he's really old. He's, I think, older than Zeus. But he's also the god of knowledge and wisdom. So, I'd put that above simply just maybe being older, because Atlas, again, is a titan. Fighting ability and battle IQ, I'll give that to Atlas, no question. Odin has some, like fighting ability and battle IQ, but again, he's mainly a manipulator. He's got, I mean, don't get me wrong, strategy is probably, he's got more strategy than anything, but again, he's not a combatant. He's more of a thinker. He's more of like, how, like, and especially within the God of War Ragnarok game, it's like, where, like, how can I open this tear, in my basement, pretty much? Like, how can I see into the truth of creation? That's really all Odin cares about. In terms of fighting, he mainly sends Thor to do that. Odin doesn't really fight. He fights unless he has to. And in that case, it's a very rare occurrence. Strength goes to Atlas, no question. Uh, the argument used for that is, again, the argument used in the Thor video, and Odin is weaker than Thor, physically at least. So I think, all in all, again, being able to lift everything within the Greek universe trumps anything that Odin can really put out for strength. Speed. Overall speed is definitely Odin's, because he's got the ravens for teleportation. Not to mention, he actually uses magic to help him propel, like, himself at ridiculously fast speeds, pretty much to a similar speed to what Thor and Balder can pretty much output. Durability. Again, Thor's got greater durability than Odin, and Odin, relatively speaking, isn't necessarily a glass cannon, but he can't really take as much. Again, normal punches and kicks can do a lot of damage to Odin depending on who they're coming from. A punch from Atlas would definitely take a lot out of Odin, especially if it's a full-scale punch or if it's a magic-infused punch, however it works, right? Because we don't really know much about Atlas outside the fact that, again, he's probably the most powerful Titan in existence, right? So, and again, it took two Olympians to take down Atlas. With Odin, it took Kratos, who was not even really going all out, right? He holding back. You have Freya, who was holding back, and you had Atreus. Because none of them were going for the kill. They all wanted to just bring Odin to justice instead of killing him. So they were all kind of holding back. Yeah, Atlas won't be holding back in this. Invulnerability. That's actually, I don't know. This is actually a good one, because I'm going to give this one only to Odin just for one reason, and that is because he can use Bifrost to create temporary armor. That's the only reason. Outside of that, I really don't see how. There's, again, in terms of invulnerability, like, the Blade of Olympus, like, any weapon could pierce Atlas's skin. Same thing for Odin. But at least with the Bifrost shield, it kind of helps him out a little bit. Energy projection, AP, versatility, and yeah. Well, this comes down to, so the energy projection, AP, and the versatility pretty much comes down to the fact that Odin can use magic. It's just the magic usage. That's really how this thing will work. And the X Factor and hacks. I'm actually going to give this one to Atlas for one reason. And that is, Odin doesn't necessarily have the best track record when it comes to one-on-one fights. He doesn't. Facing off against Titan, not to mention the most powerful one and the most skilled combatant out of all of them, because again, Atlas can beat Kronos in a fight, at least according to the developers. You're dealing with, it's like, I don't really know I don't even know what what magic Odin could use to defeat Atlas, because again, it took two Olympians to weaken Atlas so that Hades could rip out a soul. Like, I really don't know what Odin can do. Like what sort of magic? Because as far as we can see, his magic isn't like his magic is very vast and broad, but his magic in terms of like abilities, like it's just I don't know. They don't really seem all that like he can summon like an ice beam. So he's got some elemental manipulation. But against literally someone who's got this on him for an eternity, I really don't see how that's going to really make much of an impact on Atlas, right? In my opinion. Again, Atlas has got tremendous durability, definitely up there with the big three. Probably, maybe not quite to the level that Zeus has, but maybe better than Hades, and definitely better than Poseidon's. So I think all in all, Odin will win this just because of the amount of magic that he has, because that's again the main reason as to why he wins in any fight really. It's just because he's just more skilled. He's got access to null to magic that allows him to do so many things. That's really it. But in the end, I think Atlas could win, but more often than not, Odin would. Odin would win. And if you were to if this were like a best of 7 series, it's a 4-3 in terms of Odin. That's usually that's how I see it working out. So that is the video. So I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, please leave your insight in the comment section below. I hope you have a great day, and stay tuned for more.